Welcome back to another video. This week I shall be reviewing some Shredlights. Some of you will remember a little while ago I did a review of some budget lighting for your skateboard. Shredlights saw that video and reached out to me and asked if I would review their lights and see how they compare to some of the budget lights. So I got a box from Shredlights, and then somehow a little later on in the afternoon I got another box of Shredlights. Let's crack these open and have a look. Clearly, there are way too many lights for me here. I've got the Night Ops pack twice, so that's 2 lights at the front, 2 lights at the back, helmet light at the front, helmet light at the back, and it looks like they've also put in some extra lights on top of that as well. So stay tuned to the end of the video. I'll be giving away some Shredlights. I'll probably do a giveaway in this video, maybe a giveaway some spare lights on one of our night rides as well. Tons and tons of mounts. I'll give some mounts away with the lights too. We've got the new standard mount and the standard plus mount, so these will fit Evolve, Boosted and a few other boards. Alright, let's grab one of the boards and put some lights on. So I was going to mount these lights on the Bamboo GTX, but as you can see, the bolts here are actually flush with the end of the nuts, so putting some brackets, there wouldn't be enough bolt. So if you're going to get some of these lights, check your bolts are long enough, and if not, maybe just grab some spares. Okay, so for this review, as you can see, the carbon, it's got some spare bolt there, so I'm just going to mount them onto the carbon GT for this review. Okay, that's the setup on the carbon done. It was actually really simple, just took a few minutes. What I found is the clearance here is pretty tight with the rubber, so I just got my T-tool and I just made sure that this bit of rubber here was pushed in, so I just gave it a shove with the T-tool there, just to make sure you got a nice snug fit. Apart from that, pretty damn simple. Alright, let's take a quick look at the action pack. Inside we have our white front light and an absolute ton of mounts. So we have our standard flat and curved mount attachment, and then this one here we attach the light to. So I'm going to use this bracket, you can see that very well. I'm going to use this bracket to attach the Shredlight to my Rock helmet. So first up, let's just get rid of the screw. And then for the Rock, you want to take your clip off. I'm going to use the built-in GoPro mount. Okay, so I'm just finishing up the edit now. I just wanted to do a kind of quick recap of the lights. I've only had a little chance to try them out, but they've been amazing. First up, the mount. So the way they mount on these clips here in the rubber, I've seen a lot of people try and mount all sorts of torches. I've done it myself to the trucks. They rattle around loads and eventually they come off. So these rubber mounts, they're really good. I rode all around the streets of London, no problem at all. You probably saw in the edit, the ground was really wet. In fact, these are still quite dirty. It kicked up loads of surface water. My feet got soaking wet. The lights got really wet as well. No problem again. They didn't stop working. These have been really, really good. So on the front of the board where I had the 4 lights, if the light is mounted back from the front of the board, you'll lose a little bit of that light ability to cast down onto the road. So if you want to light the road ahead of you to look out for potholes and stuff like this, I'll definitely mount the lights under the board. It throws so much more light out. And then for visibility or just bonus lighting, pair on top works really, really well together. Another thing I really like is the USB cable charges 2 lights. This is absolutely brilliant because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lights. So that would take up 8 USB ports, which is insane. So I've just put all those cables into my laptop and then I just connected all the lights on. I was expecting it to take quite a while to charge that many, but they charged up pretty quick. Also, when I went out for the ride, I didn't charge them up. I took them out of the box and just rode as they were. And they lasted about 4 hours. They were still going, but they were sort of half brightness by the time I got back. But yeah, half charge, 4 hours, really, really good. I don't know how long they'll last in a full charge. I'll have to go out and test them again when it's nicer weather. But they were really good. Onto the helmet mounting. I put this one on my Rorock. You can see that so well. So I put this one on my Rorock and mounted at the front, right at the front there. And I wasn't expecting this to be able to throw that much light onto the road. I thought it would just be sort of for visibility, for safety. But I don't know how the hell it's so bright. Let's see if I can. You can see how bright this is. Oh. So everywhere I was looking, it's really nice to have a torch between your eyes. So everywhere you look, exactly on the road, this beam of light hits it. So for crossing things like some of the bridges in London have expansion points. So in the summer, when the bridge expands, the gaps they're quite narrow. But the middle of winter, the bridge actually contracts, and these expansion points they're quite wide. So the ability to throw light down in front of you and see cracks in the bridges and like sticks and debris in the road, really useful. I was very, very surprised by the power of these lights. To be able to shine this little torch from 6 foot up ahead of you was fantastic. In fact, you probably saw in the video how much light was being thrown out onto the road as well from the ones mounted on the front of the board. The only niggle I've had with these so far is where you plug the charger in. Just under here is a rubber bung. So you have to pop this. You have to pop this tiny rubber bung out of here to plug the charger in, and then that's really annoying. You have to fiddle. No, that's really annoying. I can see. Well, with charging 8 of those and having to put 8 of those little bungs back in, it'll get quite frustrating. Whereas the power bank that I use, it just has a rubber flap like that. I don't know why Shredlights can't have one of those. Or like on my phone, the USB port is just waterproof. So I know it's a small thing, but it's still not even in there. This is nope. Nope. That's unforgivably frustrating. But that's the only problem I've had with them. So Shredlights sent me way too many packets of mounts as well, as you probably noticed. So I'm going to put a load of mounts onto the GTX, so I could just swap the lights from the Carbon GT onto the GTX, which means I don't need all of the lights that Shredlights sent me. So I'm going to give away everything that I don't need. First thing is the Shredlights combo pack. This is 2 red lights, 2 white lights, charging cables and sticker pack. I will also give away all the mounts needed to mount these onto your board. If you check the link in the description, there's going to be a link to a Gleam app. So subscribe to the channel, click the Gleam app, and there'll be loads of ways you can enter the competition. Then I'll use the Gleam app to draw a random winner, and I will send out this packet of Shredlights to you, plus mounts. Then I've got an action pack, and I've got another action pack, so I've got a red and a white for that, and I've got a 2-pack. So I will give away one of these on a night ride. So if I see someone who hasn't got any safety lights, I will give them a set of lights, and the other one I will give away on my Instagram or Twitter. So links again in the description. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, the competition will pop up, and the other set of lights will go out on one of those posts. So all in all, combo pack, 2-pack, and 2 of the action packs, plus mounts, cables, and all the other stuff that you need. So that's it pretty much for this review. This was not a paid advertisement. Shredlights sent me these lights to review, and obviously I'm going to give some of these away as well. When I bought my budget lights, they were kind of okay. I know they were really cheap, and I was looking at buying some Shredlights or the Evolve lights. After testing these, they are actually pretty damn good. I'm going to put a link in the description to Shredlights themselves. There's going to be a money off voucher in there as well. So if you're thinking of getting some Shredlights, click my link. It'll give you, I think it's $5 off whichever pack you go for. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching. I'll let the competition run for about 2-3 weeks. So in one of the videos coming up, I will announce the winner, and it will also be announced on the Gleam app when it's drawn as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next week.